What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite time of the day. It's always the greatest time that you can come on. I thank God for you. I thank God for what you are doing. It is literally 6:30, and we are here, and we are having the hottest show known to man, beyond the airwaves. And I am so grateful to have the show that we have going on right now. Um, so you definitely want to have the opportunity to work and do everything that you are strove to do. First, I want to come on and ask anybody, make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to the channel because it is really, really, really what can help us grow this platform, grow this network. Um, we are definitely doing some great stuff that anybody can do, but they're not going to promote it like we do. So we want to thank you. We also want to get you guys, if you are an artist or if you have a situation that you love, hit us up on the email address. It's right here on your screen. You can always check that out and definitely be able to get it there and to work with us on that. Um, because we are definitely doing something major. Um, and we're working hard every day to bring greatness to people and hopefully bring greatness to you too. So hopefully you are able to see that, um, and able to have it. You know what I'm saying? So let's make it happen. Um, Last but not least, if you are a person who wants to sow a seed to the company or sow a seed to the show, it's this easy. All you have to do 100% is literally go to the Cash App, find us on there, $ positive content, and you definitely can go ahead and do that. So I want to thank all of our individuals we've had on the show lately, and I want to be able to thank all of our guests that we've had on so far because you guys are literally the individuals that help us continue to make this show a great success. Today, we are going to talk about something that's going to be very tremendous to not only my heart, but hopefully others as well. Um, and it's because of the fact of what had transcribed over the past week. And the holidays is really strong about that. So I wanted to make sure that we bring that into conversation long term. Um, and that is literally suicide. So we're going to talk about suicide. We're going to talk about suicide prevention, because we don't want anybody to ever lose a life ever again. Um, Especially when the biggest thing you probably need is just knowing that love is here. People who love you is here, and individuals. I'm gonna have some information for you. And we're going to definitely continue to hopefully get you in a place that you can feel love. If you need someone to reach out to and you want someone to help and pray with you, our email is back on the screen, cmediastudios@gmail.com. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to let us know. We can pray for you behind closed doors. Or, you can come on and we can pray for you through the show. You can always check out the radio side on different platforms as well. But most importantly, your life is valuable, and we want to show you that it is. So before we actually get into some of that, what I'm going to do is literally throw a video up because to get us in the Christmas spirit. I love Christmas. I love the timing of Christmas, the whole nine. And this song right here is just phenomenal. I think it's a beautiful moment to have this song come in first. And then we're going to really talk about suicide and what's really um, bringing bringing this topic to full surface today. All right. So be back.
Mom, get off me! I just want to play it. Huh? Why is the game suck? Look what you made me do! Yes!
What's going on, everybody? We're back, and got my girl coming in. Got my girl KP. What's happening, baby?
What
What's
is going
going?
on? Let me throw my church finger up. Excuse me. I apologize for my tardiness. I was wrapping Christmas gifts and completely lost track of time. I'm sorry for
It's,
being.
it's it's cool. It's cool because tonight, for those who just not checking in, we're about showing some Christmas love. As Kendra was just letting us know, she wrapping gifts. So she's playing Mrs. Claus for a moment.
Mhm.
But she's definitely dropping some good Christmas gifts, and I know the kiddies is gonna love it, and others as well. Um,
I'm a very good gift giver. We had our family Christmas party last Sunday when the Ravens beat the Steelers. Because it
so I
happened.
was gonna ask you about how you felt, today.
I'm in mourning, but about Saturday. But nonetheless, when we beat the Steelers, we had our family Christmas party, and I'm an amazing gift giver. We did the Saran wrap ball game, which is you have a whole bunch of gifts in one big ball of Saran wrap, and you have to roll doubles in order to unwrap, and you got to figure out how to unwrap it, and whatever falls out while you're unwrapping it, it's your gift. And so it gets really competitive because people be ready to go. Gifts starts falling out. You like jewelry and shots and, candy and fruit snacks. It was a little bit of everything in the ball. The ball weighed about 15 pounds when we started.
Oh,
So, and it was
geez.
about 300 feet of saran wrap that I used. So, but it was fun. We had a great time. So now it's just wrapping gifts for my nephew with his very expensive self and, all the other little folks. But yeah, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. I'm just trying to get to Friday because I'm off.
Man, let me tell you, I'm glad we're talking about this because for those that just checked in the video that we dropped earlier, a lot of people do Now Behold the Lamb around Easter, but it's one of my favorite songs no matter what time of the year. And our family on my mom's side, we go to church. We be at Christmas Eve, but we go to church. Everybody catching Holy Ghost moments all around the whole house. You might have that one aunt that had walked with a cane, but she ain't walking with no cane after you get done singing. But she gonna forget she had one. But but it's just the principle. I can tell you right now. I remember when I was serving overseas, and it was my first Christmas, and I was not around my family. And I don't care what nobody says. You may have the most dysfunctional family on the planet in your eyes, but when you're not around them, you will miss them.
You
So
miss your crazy family. You
you
do.
miss them.
Oh,
I
crazy
miss
self.
them. So I had missed them so much because I think that was like the first year for Christmas. Like I actually went to a club. Like I just didn't want to be around nobody. I didn't want, and this would segue into what we're talking about tonight, where people are in their mindset and they don't feel like they are loved. So around this time of year, unfortunately, we had somebody that we have experienced off of the Ellen show. Her DJ Steven Twitch Boss, unfortunately, he had committed suicide previously last week, and it made me start thinking after all these celebrities is coming on, and new things is coming out about this situation every single day, or at least it has been the last couple days. And I remember, I didn't want to, let me clarify something real quick. I did not want to actually commit suicide when I was overseas, but I did have an encounter where I actually attempted to commit suicide myself a couple years ago. And I remember in that mindset, it was a lot. So in this show, we're not going to really dwell on Twitch's death because there's so much going on that we can't really speak about. What we do know is that what we saw on the surface, whether you follow him on TikTok, Instagram, or just watched him on Ellen's show, he was there I think like the last 7 or 8 seasons or something like that. And even on So You Think You Can Dance, he was a judge on that show. And the crazy thing about it was he seemed super happy, like he masked his feelings, right? And a lot of men will definitely do that. A lot of men will do that. And it's not that we are taught that we should express our emotions. Sometimes, because some men will, and they will express their emotions, but sometimes people don't take it serious.
This is very true. And I think for me, one of the hard things about the situation with Twitch is because he seemed so alive and so happy. And I recently had this encounter with someone on Facebook where you remember them Usher Board 12s that everybody was posting and sending to the kids or whatever.
Yeah.
The shoes that come with a jean skirt and a black church t-shirt because that's what they wore. Yeah. Okay. So y'all know that my nephew love him. He's 15. He's a shoe head. And so me being me, bored at home while working, I sent them the shoes and was like, "Yo, what size you want? Because I'm gonna go ahead and order them so they'll be here by Christmas." And he cussed me out in one word. He said, "Nonsense." And he hurt my feelings. Nonsense. First of all, I wasn't never gonna buy him the shoes. Let's be clear. My daddy just turned 60, and my daddy was like, "Only place I'm gonna wear them is to cut grass." So we know them not Nike's best work, okay? Well, I posted it, and everybody was laughing because if you know my nephew, then nonsense was really him cussing me out, like respectfully, because no, but acquaintance of mine, she commented and she was just like, you're attacking people's mental health by doing this and posting stuff like this because people could be in a bad space. And I was like, I posted it because it was funny. And I posted it because as someone who deals with very bad anxiety and depression, and it's very bad around the holidays, I post things to make myself laugh, but also to make other people laugh because you don't know what people are dealing with. So I felt very attacked that she would get on Joe Biden's pending student loan canceled internet and accuse me of in some way attacking someone's mental health by posting a conversation between my child and me. Like, it wasn't that deep. But I got to thinking about all the times that I crack jokes and make people laugh and people don't understand or don't know mentally what I battle. And, I was attacked. I felt very attacked because I'm like, bro, I'm doing all I can. Okay. So for you to come over here and be like, I'm just don't care about people's mental health, baby, I care about their mental health and my own. That's why I'm posting this, to laugh. Okay. And I think that sometimes we as people, because they're big personalities, we don't think that people deal with things, and we don't think that they have bad days or that, we have to be more to use our discernment to see when people are laughing, or cracking jokes, but under the surface they're really hurting. And I think this situation with Twitch, it reminds us that people are human and people, you never know, and you have to take social media as just a grain of salt, because on social media you can create a facade and be whomever you want to be. In my head, I'm a billionaire. On social, I'm a queen of comedy in my head, on social media. But in reality, they're not me, child. I'm so regular and baby, so regular. And so I think that this situation highlighted for me that, everybody has dark days. When we look at 2022 alone, like, people have literally, we started at the top of the year with Chesley Chris. That one hurt my feelings because, I'm a huge pageant girl. And in my head, she was my cousin. To see people that are seeing that their only way out is for them to not be here, it's hard. And when you and we don't know the catalyst for what caused Twitch to take his life, but I do know that everybody has a breaking point and we have to be more sensitive. And that's not saying, sit around here and just be crying at every drop of the dime, but I think we have to be more discerning of people, because some of it could be a cry for help, or some people are, let's just, if we're honest, some places are just not safe spaces for us to admit that I'm having a bad day and I'm in a dark place. So like for me, it's like all these people are like, oh, we got to check on our strong friends. Okay, but when I check on you, do I feel strong enough? Do I feel safe enough with you that I would actually tell you when something's going on? Because I'm going to tell you, 99% of the people that I've seen talking about check on your strong friends, if they ask me, I'm fine.
Well, I think, and this is one of the things, I'm speaking as a black male at this moment right now. We have been taught, or most of us are taught, whether you have a father or just a single mother household, is that you have to be strong no matter what's going on. And we've talked about this on the show prior to before. And I had an interesting conversation with my own mother, because when this came up, my mom actually thought about me. Because she knows the journey that I went through on my suicide attempt. And the one thing that she thought about and asked me yesterday was, when a person's not showing that they're strong anymore, and they are saying, because in Twitch's situation, he left a suicide note. In my situation, I left a note too. Now, the reality is, it should never get to a point where you're leaving the note. But it is a situation whereas if a person is saying, you see their mood swings changing, if they're, not being driven anymore, or they're just not passionate, and you know what they're passionate about. Then, like when we see in Twitch case, like he was still dancing on TikTok videos. But the question is, was he really dancing at home behind closed doors? We as people, we won't know that, right?
Right.
But at the same time, I think for me, it was more like, I'm a huge music buff. One of the biggest things that we do put a part of the show is we've always had music a part of the show. It didn't matter how we've been able to have music part of the show, because we ain't always had, Christian music all the time. We had some nice secular music that was always playing too. You know what I'm saying? But that was something that people, if you know that person, especially if you're dating someone, the reality is you got to know your partner. Like, it's not even that. Like, they're your friend.
You have to be a student. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and me and him was talking. I was like, you really have to be a student to your partner, to learn them, to learn their cadence, to learn like, yo, their hello didn't sound. I'm one of those people that if your hello off, you good? We good, everything good, because it don't feel right, but I'm in tune. And I think for me, some of the people that, like, oh, check on your strong friend, baby, if you're not in tune, and if the space isn't safe for me to be vulnerable, baby, you can ask me 7,223 times if I'm okay. If I don't feel safe with you, my answer will always be, I'm okay.
And that's one of the key things.
And that is why I roll my eyes at a lot of the social media posts, because I'm like, first of all, baby, wouldn't nobody tell you nothing anyway, because you gonna post it on social media. You, girl, I talked to her, she talking about she was leaving up out of here. Or Lord, or you call your pastor, and then on Sunday, the whole sermon is talking about the devil trying to, you have to be a safe space. And I think that we have to be cognizant and be like, okay, if I want my strong friends to come to me, when I come to me, do they feel comfortable? Do they feel safe? Ask your strong friend. They'll tell you if you really want to know the answer. Now, don't go ask them and then they be mad at them because they hurt your feelings. Am I a safe space for you? Do you feel like if you were having a low moment, would you feel safe enough to tell me? If you don't have nobody that answers yes, that's a you problem. That means that nobody trusts you. It's easy to trust people when it's like surface stuff. Ooh, girl, I'm going out of town, don't tell nobody. Ooh,
but here's the crazy thing about that.
A new job. It's easy. It's easy to trust folk with that information, but I'm broken. I don't feel like being here anymore. I feel like the world is better without me. Do they feel comfortable saying that to you?
I think sometimes the person that's going through it, though, they have to even know themselves, are they comfortable talk? Like I'm gonna be like super transparent. And I know I posted on my personal Facebook earlier that the show is live, because it is live every time we do the show. Um, but on a real personal, transparent note, um, and I'm not going to tell this person, forgive me for saying this, because it's the truth. And when you live in your truth, you got to let it be what it's going to be. So I laid beside the person that I actually was making sure that that I thought understood me. And when I actually wanted to commit suicide, or did attempted to do so, that person had no interest to show that they even cared. That's not shade. That's just being real conversation right there.
And that's not a safe space. Like, that is the point. Like, you have to be in a safe space. And the holidays are very hard for some people because especially when you lost loved ones, especially like parents and children, to get to this time of year, it's hard to be holly and jolly because like you be like, well, mama not here, or dad's not here, or my child or my loved one or spouse or whatever, they're not here. And those people that are in those broken moments, we have to be sensitive because we like over here trying to, holly jolly and have yourself a merry little Christmas and cue to Mariah Carey. And these people are like, this don't even feel like Christmas because the people that I shared that with are no longer here. And so I think that we have to be better humans, like to be able to, to be in a space where two things can exist at the same time. I can be a space of safety for you and then also be extremely excited because it's the holidays and it's my favorite time of the year. But I know but you can balance the two. You can be a safe space for someone struggling and still and not lose who you are if this is your favorite time of the year. Some people, this ain't their favorite time of the year. This is my favorite time of the year because all calories are forgiven. So
I
so that's
mean,
my favorite time of the year. But at the same point, in the same token, I also want to be a space where if someone is struggling or battling, I can turn off Holly Jolly Kendra and just be an ear. Sometimes people don't want you to fix things, and I think some people are just naturally fixers. Sometimes you have to tell people, listen, I just need to share my heart and I just need you to listen. Now you can pray internally, quietly, but I just need to listen. And when I'm done, let me get it out. But as soon as you be like, "Oh, girl, my toe hurt," oh, girl, get you some Epsom, baby. I didn't call you for the recipe for the foot soap. I called you because I'm struggling. I didn't call you to fix it. I called you to get it out so that I can begin to fix it. And I think that we have to be better at just being safe spaces. Some places, if we're honest, they are not safe. And the sad part about it is the most dangerous places for some people emotionally is inside the four walls of the church. That's the sad part.
I'm glad you brought that up. So I remember when I was going through my circumstances, and we talk about this on the show all the time as well.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, y'all. T Wright done left the building. And y'all stuck with me. And my hold on. We'll be right back after this commercial break. I forgot you got me.
Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We had a small technical difficulties going on. But what the devil don't want this show to happen the way it's about to happen. But we gonna make it do what it do.
We gonna
But
make it do what it do.
but this is what I was gonna say real quick is that when I was going through my situation, I was praying, and in the process of praying, I heard this. I heard a pastor say this one time before, and I heard an evangelist say it as well. And we don't do this. Um, Sometimes we pray, and as we wait, we forget that God will do it on His time, not ours.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going through something, whether it's financially, they say in Twitch's situation there was nothing financially going on or whatever. Um, but just in general, because a lot of times when most men are looking to want to, take their own lives, it's either uh, financial background is going on, like they want to provide something so strong and they can't do it, right? And then there's a situation that goes on that it's either that they're lonely, all of those things may happen, right? And the hardest thing about all those things happening for the most part is you can't phantom life. And I know a lot of times people will say, oh, well, you just believe and it's going to get better. Okay, well, here's the thing. If you got bills, you're going to believe a lot of stuff. But if you ain't paying on the due date on the 12th or the 5th and they cut your stuff off, some people are like, okay, well, I believed, but what happened? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of a circumstances, whereas you really don't know. But I can tell you right now, if a person is withdrawing from family, like I'm gonna be honest with you, my family should have seen it because I was withdrawing from family gatherings and friends. I didn't want to see anybody. I didn't want to go anywhere. And these are signs. These are actual signs that someone is not themselves. If they're just always in the mood, like you don't know why. Like for a male case, he's what women would say, he's on his period. If he's like that or whatever, it's got to be something. You can analyze. Like depression hits you in different stages of a person, and what you don't want is to hit to a person whereas they are mindsets like they just can't do this anymore.
Right. And
I
I think
saw
the
an
other
interview
part of it
with a
is,
man like that.
I think the other part of it is, we battle internally. People are battling their own mind, their own thoughts, their own feelings, emotions internally. And then you interact with someone who doesn't help. So I think sometimes people are fighting internally, and then all it takes, you never know what people's breaking point is. And then you go and you run into somebody and they the devil reincarnated. They let the devil use them. And then, that piles on top of you. You don't know that your negative words could be affirming what my negative mindset is saying. So you done added, we have to be careful of the things we say and how we treat people because we don't know what they fighting themselves, right? And then if they fighting and then I affirm that, you know what, you ain't no good. Now, in my head, I done already said the world is better off without me. Now, you out here telling me that I ain't no good. So maybe the world really is better off without me. Maybe so. And so what I would never want is to interact with someone and then they go and they take their own life. And now I'm stuck with regret because what if I done told them they ain't worth a dime? They ain't never gonna be nothing. What if I just went ahead? What was the thing that pushed them right on over the edge? How terrible would you feel still here and they done gone on because of your words? So we have to be careful and we have to be sensitive. Like, that's not to say that, we just supposed to be a land of rainbows and lollipops and kumbaya circles and stuff all the time, but we have to make space for it. Because if we're going to be whole, healthy, and happy, like, we got to address it. And, like, sometimes it be your own people who don't even see that you're hurting. And I think for some, that's the hard part. It's like, dang, you gave me life and you can't see that I'm broken into 1,000 pieces. Or when I tell you that I'm broken into 1,000 pieces, you just say, "You'll be all right."
I want to put a point to this too. You know, broken people are like puzzles. They will get put back together. But the problem is you got to know how to strategize how to put it back together.
Mm-hmm.
And so while we talking about this segment, man, I'm gonna put a thing up. Y'all can see it on the thing, where you can actually reach out to the National Suicide Hotline. All right,
Oh,
I knew that was gonna happen again. But at the same time, guys, I gotta be honest with you. Like that's something that you would definitely want to be able to do because if you are able, and only the Lord knows for a fact if you are able, I'm pretty sure you are. But if you are able, you need to be able to know how to get in contact with people because the hardest thing I can honestly come out and tell you guys is that you're not alone. And I know it's hard. It's harder to talk to a stranger, but right now, if the person that's supposed to be connected to you makes you feel like a stranger, then it's better off to speak to a stranger. You know, I mean,
and
it's just
sometimes it's better to speak to people who don't have any skin in the game. Sometimes it's a lot easier to talk to someone who don't know you from a cup of paint to allow you that safe space to be able to vent, to be there. Because if you don't trust the people, like we went back to, if you don't trust the people that you're venting to, if you don't trust the people that you're speaking to, and then don't talk to them. Don't talk to them.
but it's something that as we was talking about this, I wanted everybody to understand. And like I said, I went over a couple tips that kind of, if you are knowing somebody who are experiencing um suicidal thoughts, I can tell you right now, if you call the VA, that's like the first thing they ask you. You could be calling to get your
Is
flu
you okay?
shot. They be like, "Are you want to hurt
That's the
yourself,
first
hurt
thing they're gonna
somebody?"
ask you in the emergency room too. You feel like hurting yourself, ma'am? I got the flu, ma'am. I mean, I just want to be able to use my lungs properly. That's all. I'm fine. Are you in a safe space? Is your house safe? It depends. Did your rent go up $57,000? Safe? Yes. Affordable? We'll see. Like don't ask me questions you don't want no answer to.
But that's
Um,
the thing though. Like, and people just, and I understand why they do it there. I understand, especially when veterans do it. The VAs, because every 22 seconds a veteran has attempted to commit suicide. Um, whether it's by slicing their wrist, shooting themselves directly in the head or in their body, something like that. Like I get it. Like I understand it. So I understand why they do that. And they do it at the I think in the emergency room because now it is a guideline to where it's, if they show any signs that we're about to go over or someone sees these signs and they don't ask that,
they
not
liable.
only they're liable for it, and that's something that no matter how much they did went to school, they ain't getting fired on no bull. So you got to be able to say, hey, you know what? We're good. Let's do
They
this thing.
told this is what they told me. They
So you
said they was good, right? And
like
I think
they
that
writing it down and typing it in the note. They were like,
they
nah, he said
told
he was
me.
good.
I asked, click yes. Are you no? Like they told me. So
But
anything else?
but at the end of the day, if you guys are knowing anybody who their mood swings are different, if they ever make a statement said they don't have hope or they are feeling hopelessness, if you know they're giving away their possession and it ain't because they know for a fact that they moving,
Right.
like
Okay. That
they ain't got.
episode of y'all remember that episode of Moesha where the roommate was like, "Oh, girl, here you want this," and then come and she was finna go jump. Like, yeah, no, yeah, like you have to be aware be aware, but be open to being a safe space for someone to share their heart. And if they share their heart with you and someone shares with you that they're feeling like they don't want to be here anymore, like connect them with someone, you know medical assistance. That's what therapists are for, that's what the hospital is for. Like, don't just be like, they be like, okay, I'm good. Yeah, I don't know if we can trust that. You just told me you was ready to go on to glory. I'm gonna need somebody got to watch you for at least a couple minutes, because I like
I
don't.
mean, and I think and don't let me say this real quick because I know we'll wrap up real soon. And don't make them feel ashamed.
Right.
I'm gonna tell y'all the reason. I'm gonna tell you 100% the reason why. When and this come from a male perspective, a veteran perspective, but just really come from a human nature perspective. If a person comes to you and you make them feel lower than where they were at whatever time they came to you, they're going to attempt to try regardless of the
And they
circumstances.
ain't never gonna come to you ever again. You ain't
It,
got
it
you
it's
ain't got to worry about me. You ain't got to worry about me coming to you. You ain't got to worry about them trusting you. Like, it is an honor for someone to see you as a safe space, especially when they're in that space of wanting to no longer be here. So don't take that lightly. And if someone comes to you, like, if you're not equipped to help them, let them know that you're gonna be there until you get them connected to someone that can help them. Like, don't just leave them high and dry. But yeah, like in this season, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. It's hard for people. This has been a year. These last 2 years, almost 3 years, we've been COVID city, RSV, the flu, Ebola, cataracts, all the things, and like it becomes a lot. People are used to being, if COVID did anything, it put us in our own little bubble. And the dangerous part of that is sometimes people don't come out of the bubble. So, like, if someone trusts you enough to share their heart, um, count it as an honor and be that safe space. That don't mean once they get to a better space that you blast them on social media and make a story time on TikTok. That's not what that means. That is not what that means. Don't do that. Like, if you're going to be a safe space, be safe. If you're not going to be a safe space, put that out there on the internet so that way nobody comes to you when they need a safe space. So we can just
I
skip
mean,
on over you,
but
okay?
that's why I wanted to definitely say that it's because it's been told and it's been recorded as well. That and I hate to say this, but we as minorities are bad about doing this. Is that we will literally say, um, what he she told me, how he she said it to me, all that stuff. And then what happens is they feel like they are the epitome of what's being talked about. So, when a person's actually talking about, I maybe want to harm myself, I want to do this, I want to do that. Um, take that very likely, take it with a huge grain of salt, and most importantly, go to them and just listen. You may not be able to fix it because you're not a counselor. That's why we got the number up here. You can text seven
Call them
four
folks.
one seven
Call the
four
people. Get
one.
them. Call the people on three-way if you have to. But that
And
what
it
you know, if you are not a trained professional, don't be trying to get no advice. No, you can offer support. You can be like, listen, I'm going to walk with you through this. I'm going to be there. I'm going to help you find someone that can help you. But if you are not ready, willing, trained, and able to shoulder that type of responsibility, don't do that. Just don't. Just don't. It's okay.
So I just want people to understand that suicide is real. We want y'all to understand suicide is real. I'm speaking as a suicide survivor, and when I say that, meaning I just didn't attempt that one night. I had really rethought about attempting again because I was ashamed that I did not succeed the first time around, and the Lord. I'm gonna tell you exactly who it did. The
But the
Lord was
Lord.
like, call. It was. I didn't call the number that's on our screen, but I did call the VA hotline people that they had, and I was like, look, I wanted to hurt myself, but I was very unsuccessful the first time. And they didn't make me feel bad. I mean, they are trained professionals to talk to you, but They didn't make me feel bad. I still felt alone. I'm gonna be honest with y'all about that. I still felt alone because, like I just threw it out there earlier, being very transparent, that I still felt like I didn't have anybody to understand how I felt.
Mm-hmm.
And for this, I want to say this for women out there: your man is the strong point, but sometimes he got to be comfortable enough to come to you and say, "Babe, I need a hug."
I'm
Or
not good.
babe,
I'm not good. Today's not a
I'm
good
not,
day.
like
Right.
don't make them feel bad. Like the job has been kicking their butt. I want to say a different word, but I ain't gonna say it right now. The job has been kicking their butt. Ray and them, the car messed up. They got to buy Christmas gifts. They got the mortgage due. They got the taxes due, and
And
then
then they a whole black man in the United States of America.
so it's they wearing all that
But
on their
wait,
own
yeah,
shoulders, and
yeah,
it's kind of hard because they are not seeing where they can see the light. They can't see where it can go, and
right.
that right there by itself is a lot to stress anybody out. I
Mhm.
don't care what color you are at that point, but when you're a black man in
But when you
America or
add color to
minority,
it, sprinkle a little coloration on there.
it will stress anybody out. So, and they're
Exactly.
not going to be in the right mind space or mind frame. But when it comes down to it, that the woman or whoever your partner may be needs to be the type of person to come into that light with them and be like, "I got you.
I
Let's
see
go
you.
through.
I
Let's
see
go
you.
through."
I see
Like,
you. Come
don't
sit
make
down.
them
Let's have a
feel.
Absolutely. It has to be a safe space. But we have to be sensitive enough to pick up when our partners are not doing okay. Like
And that's
things are
what we
not
said
good.
earlier. You got to
We have
study your
you gotta
mate.
study. You gotta study your partner. You gotta be a student to your partner, or just don't be in a relationship. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
because honestly, you have to be a student to your partner. Like, bruh, just like I know you don't like extra salt on your chicken. Like, no, when the world is, you can tell. Like, pay attention. And if you're not willing to pay attention, come on, go sit on the single section, okay? Because it's just not cool.
Because I
But like,
mean,
yeah.
but and that's why I really wanted to talk about this. I remember when we had Dr. Tanya on the show
Mm-hmm.
uh, a couple weeks ago, and we were just talking. I was thinking about it then, and then what's crazy is when this happened with Twitch. It was I follow him on social media, so I'm like everybody else. I saw all these happy videos too, and I was like, wow. And then what really made me think about it even more is Tyler Perry went on his social media, and he had said while he was out there homeless, he attempted to commit suicide twice.
Can you
And
imagine if Tyler Perry would have succeeded in committing suicide? He would not be the Tyler Perry and the godfather to the Princess of England. Can you imagine?
yeah,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being little Lilibet and got the Queen and Tyler Perry? The Queen is your great grandma, and Tyler Perry is your godfather. Boy, what a time we living in! What a time, baby! What a time we is living in. But it's the truth. But I
so I
think,
mean,
yeah, we
you
just
gotta,
have to.
gotta
You
do it.
have to look at some day. Some days are hard, but you just have to believe that there is a better day. And even when it doesn't feel like it, you just have to that hope. Hope that there's, just like the Cowboys are hoping that they win the Super Bowl. Hope is what we own. Like hope, because that's all it needs. You need hope and faith, and everything else will work itself out one way or another.
Well, most definitely. I think that, if you are having any of these, please reach out 988. You can text 741-741. And I'm going to do something even more. You can reach out to us. Um, you know, reach out to us, email us. I will literally talk. I am not a licensed professional, so I'm putting this disclaimer out there. We are not licensed professionals.
We went to college though, but we didn't go to college for that.
But what we will do is we will talk to you to the point where and pray with you into the point where you feel that you
You
can
can get
move
to.
and talk to the next person that can
Hmm.
get you the help you need.
Absolutely.
Whatever whoever that person may be. I don't
Absolutely.
know. who that person is, and we don't know.
And just for the record, let me say this to everyone listening, just in case someone has not told you, you are valued, you are loved. The world needs you. The world needs your personality, your presence, your gifts, your talents. If no one has told you that today, please know that's how we feel about all of you. Is we believe that the world is better because you're in it. So if you are feeling sad or if the holidays are hard for you, just know that we're here. There are resources out there because we know the holiday blues is a real thing. And sometimes we can't fix it. We can't bring your loved one back. We can't make the things better, but we can make you smile. We can crack a joke. We can play your favorite Christmas song. We can do whatever we need to do to be the community to rally around you and hold your arms up, because sometimes, you need someone to hold your arms up because you're not able to. So allow us to be that extension if you need be. So hit us up if you need us. We here. We gonna be here. We will connect you to the resources that we have to make sure that you get the help that you need.
So I'm gonna put this back up one more time. The email address to email us. I always put this disclaimer out. You can also email us your prayer requests on top of if you're an artist. And right now we are in the Christmas season. I'm gonna tell you right now, next Monday we are not having a show because we're gonna be on vacation. We're gonna be on vacation. But if you email us and you're going through something, we're not on vacation.
Well, we're not on vacation for that. But we're not getting up on here these people's interwebs next Monday. Because technically it's the governmental Christmas day. Even though Christmas on Sunday, we observe it on Monday when you work for the federal government like I do. So I'm off on Monday. I'm also off on New Year's Monday too. So I'm don't call me. We'll see y'all in 23. But if y'all need us, we'll respond to the emails. We will help you through. But y'all ain't gonna see this face. Probably won't see it until next year. But still, if y'all need us, we here for you. That's what we here for.
So we definitely want you guys to take a super advantage of that. Or if you have a loved one, so you're watching this, you got a loved one, you see some of the signs, you're afraid to ask them. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, don't be afraid. The worst part they're gonna tell you is I'm good, but keep observing and you'll know
they might cuss you out,
really good.
Be prepared to get cussed out though, because sometimes they be a little angry. So
well,
just be prepared. Be prepared.
I think an angry person, then
don't be your mama and them. Don't be your mama and them because they cuss you out now. Just they be going through some things. That's a sign. So
but it's definitely a time to let people know that you are, like Kendra said earlier, that you're valuable, that you are loved, and whatever your talent may be, whatever your gift is to this society, it is so important. Do not live tomorrow regretting that you did not give yourself to the world.
The best of you, right? Sometimes you got to show. And guess what? Some people ain't gonna like the best version of you. Some people would much rather prefer the worst version of you, the hurt version of you. But the reality is you deserve to be the best version of you. So continue to strive forward for that space. And the people who don't want that, they're going to fall by the wayside anyway because you ain't need them anyway. And if they got a problem, tell them to call me because I fight. Bloop.
Mm-hmm. She ain't lying. She fight. She fight for things she care about, and for the Baltimore Ravens, she fight for those two.
And do.
And I don't know why she fight for these people, but she fight for the Carolina Gamecocks as well. But
says the when ain't y'all ready for the Carolina Gamecock beat y'all bowl? Aren't y'all preparing for that? Don't even start.
But don't we have what we consider a regular national type bowl? Oh, the Orange Bowl. Which bowl y'all got? Never mind.
We got one of the bowls. It's at the end of the thing. We ain't played last week. Can we talk about the Celebration Bowl for a moment? Can we segue since we done started talking about football? Baby, that Celebration Bowl blessed me. Blessed my life. It blessed me real good. This was probably the best HBCU football that I've seen on TV ever. Now, I'm a little bit sad that Deion and them didn't win. I really wanted them to go out with a W. But that number 85 that dropped that ball, he probably the transfer portal because baby, they not gonna let his Caucasian self stay over at Texas State. Baby, he had to transfer. He had to walk back to Mississippi after that drop pass. But it was a great game. It was a great day for HBCUs on a national stage. What's his name? Shiloh. He played. He plays some
Yeah,
good football.
what was ironic, man. Now Shiloh did come from your school. He came from Carolina. That
Don't
was his
be no
original
hater
school.
because he was a
And
Gamecock.
but now I don't know if Shiloh's gonna stay at Jackson State.
I think he has to for 1 year, don't he?
I think he does, but here's the thing. I think Shiloh's a junior.
Oh,
Yeah, I think he's a junior.
I
So
guess we'll see.
but
I know
we'll see
Shador.
how it
I know
turns out.
Shador going.
Yeah,
Shador going.
we have to see how it turns out because
Mhm.
I know for a fact he already got some players, and he came on record said he got Louis bags, and some Louis bags is coming with him. So to Colorado, and so But here's the thing, I love. I joke when it comes to Carolina. Sometimes I got family that went to school there. When the Lady Gamecocks playing, I ain't gonna lie, I watch them all day, every day. Them the only Spurs I say Spurs up besides the San Antonio Spurs. But but at
hater. Spurs up.
but at the same time, I mean, it is so much football going on. I mean, like she just said earlier, the Cowboys think just because they clinched a playoff spot, they think they won the
They
Super
clinched.
Bowl. Yeah, they clinched as of
Oh,
yesterday because they got beat by
they
the
lost.
Jaguars. They lost. They are still, not number one directly in the division. The Eagles are.
Oh, okay.
But they clinched to the point where they have made the playoff berth, meaning they'll get a wild card spot. So yeah, because I tried to bag on my uncle yesterday, and he was like, "It's just one game." Y'all act like y'all
We
don't
need them to
want a
lose
Super
out.
Bowl.
We need them. They really was acting like they were Super Bowl contenders. But I mean, all I'm saying is we'll know how ready they are come Saturday when the Eagles play the Cowboys. And all I want for Christmas is Dallas to lose. That's all I want, and I'll be all right.
If Jalen Hurts don't play, it's a possibility they might not. I don't know. It's a strong situation.
All I know is we need to get Lamar Jackson and whatever kneecap, ankle bone, or whatever fixed. Because if we lose to the Atlanta Falcons, I'm gonna have a whole attitude. I already got an attitude because we lost yesterday, but I'm gonna have a bigger attitude because we had literally the easiest schedule going into December, and we fumbling the bag. What is going on, Ravens? What is going on?
We definitely gonna sit back and once you guys do this, I just thought about this. I'm gonna put our email address back up, and I want y'all to send us your team that you love. It can be college, it can be professional, the football team that you love, or the football team that your spouse loves. You only watch the game because you're married to them, or you're dating them. So, because you ain't getting to do nothing else while the game on, so you might as well just embrace it for the moment.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm dating a 49ers fan, and I figured this is what I thought, and we can talk because we friends. See, I thought AFC, NFC, we should be good. Like you root for my team, I root for your team. We don't have to see each other unless we in the Super Bowl. Like things should be great. He done started rooting against my Ravens. We gotta break up now because
don't break up with that good man because he.
We gotta break up
right now. I watched the 49ers play last Thursday now.
They played good too, but still,
they played good. They ran the heck.
We gotta break up now because why would you do that to me? Because we supposed to be like we don't have to beef until Super Bowl Sunday. But like you want to beef with me for no reason, and it really hurt my feeling box. So I'm gonna take his Christmas gifts.
Don't take the man Christmas gift back. He need them socks and underwear. Don't take them back.
I'm gonna trade him out. I'm gonna trade all his 49er gifts for Ravens paraphernalia, so that way he understands how I feel and he can wear all his Ravens gear because he didn't get anything from the 49ers because he was mean to me. And so I just,
I ain't gonna lie.
I'll think about it. I got until Sunday to think about being nice.
I was really gonna actually change the game by jumping on the 49ers. Not the bandwagon. I was gonna be cool even when they had Jimmy Garoppolo starting, but now they down to
their third string, but he doing all right though.
Yeah, Purdy doing some business.
Purdy is Purdying. Yeah. Purdy is
doing some business now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're gonna have to bandwagon because your Panthers ain't doing good. They not doing good.
But you know what though? They need to hire Steve Wilkes no matter what. That man.
I do agree with that part. But who I'm the Commanders is blessing my life right now. Y'all should have never let my mafia friend go. Ron Rivera. He in the mafia. I don't care what nobody say. He in the mafia. But y'all should never let Ron go. Now y'all out here struggling. But y'all do need to keep y'all new coach though. That part y'all do need to
I believe they're gonna do it, man, because they got owners saying that they need to keep him. So
yeah, they need to keep him. Y'all need to keep him.
I believe they're gonna do it. I really do. But yeah, we want y'all to do that. I'm gonna put it back up one more time. I want you guys to make sure y'all subscribe to the show.
Right there.
Email us. It's right here. So that way your favorite team, drop a picture in it. We'll put it on our social media. Because we want y'all to know exactly.
If you're a Cowboys fan, we're gonna pretend like we didn't see it. I'm gonna just go ahead and let you know. If
okay, I'm gonna see it. I'm just gonna post. I'm pretend.
I can't see good. You see, I can't see good. I ain't seen nothing. Can't see. That's how I'm gonna look at it. I don't know anybody but the Cowboys. Y'all better choose your college team. Y'all better out putting some Clemson Paws up there for a Cowboy. I'm just saying.
I mean, y'all can even put the team that your sons play for.
Y'all can put your little Pop One, baby. Y'all better put them little Pop One teams up there. So go little red, blue Lions or whatever. Give me them. But them Cowboys, keep.
But yeah, so we can definitely do that. But we about to get ready to wrap the show up. Now I got a song that my co-host love. But let me tell you what's crazy though. I actually ended up getting somebody to send me a cover of it, and I've never heard it the way it came.
Ooh.
So you know,
because you know that's my song, that's my jam.
So we're gonna play it, and then we're gonna physically wrap the show because I want Kendra to see it. Once again, the show is brought to you by GameFly. I didn't plug it earlier, but we're gonna plug it real quick. By GameFly, you can still order the game of your choice for your child or your loved one before it gets here for Christmas, as long as you order it no later than Wednesday of this week. If you do not, they will be playing it on New Year's. All right, so we're gonna get into this record right here. Kendra loves Mary. Did you know? I love that song too.
Does Mary know? Did she know her baby boy?
I don't know.
Did she know? I don't know if Mary had knew.
I didn't know. I don't know if she knew him like this. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. I love this song. I love the Braxton's version. I love the song.
Pentatonix version. The Pentatonix version will bless you.
So we're gonna bless y'all by this show right here. We're gonna bless you real quick. And then when we get done, we're gonna do what we do and wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Wrap it up in 2023. We're gonna wrap it up.
See
Now we are back, and I don't know about y'all, but that blessed my spirit, and I love that record. I love it. Period. So I love that record so much. Um, we want you guys to have a safe holiday season. I don't care if you celebrate Kwanzaa, Christmas,
Hanukkah,
Hanukkah.
Christmas, New Year's.
You know what I'm saying? You celebrate Jesus' birthday, your cousin Elroy's birthday, whoever
Not
birthday.
Elroy. If
But
if you don't celebrate it all, because there's some people who if it's
yeah,
just another day, hey,
and if you are having to work on Christmas, let me let y'all
God
know
bless you.
you are in our spirits
And
100%
because I'm gonna
because
be on the couch.
well, I'm not gonna be. I can't say I'm not gonna be on the couch because I'm gonna be. I'll probably be cooking something. I ain't gonna lie, but
Christmas Eve football is a thing. Christmas Day do nothing is a thing. Christmas Monday after Christmas do nothing is a thing. Baby, I'm doing a whole bunch of nothing starting on Friday. Mm-hmm.
well, for me, I'm always working, but the ending thing that's gonna be that we really want to make sure that we have conversation with on this show at this hour at this time is to be able at the end of the day to know if you are having anybody experiencing or you recognize someone who is experiencing suicidal thoughts, showing suicidal mindset of anything. Um, do yourself a favor. No, I'm not gonna say us because we should be the last person, not last person you think about, but the last person that should come to your mind at the moment. You can always call 988 from any cellular device, no matter what it is, or you can text 741741. And if you are anybody that's going through and you're not able to get to them because you think you're going to be judged, email us at cimediastudios@gmail.com and we will literally talk with you. We'll get you through. Now, we're not licensed counselors, but we will be able to have a conversation with you, let you know how much we love you, let us know how much you care, and then we will do our due diligently to get you to the person that can give you the best to get you started thinking that you are worthy, you are beautiful, you are greatness, because that's what's important here. The other opportunity of taking yourself out of this world is not that opportunity that you should be thinking about. So, and I'm not saying because that's what the political thing to say. I'm saying because I've been in that mindset. I've been in the shoes that you may have been in, and look at where we are today. If I would have not done that, or would have been able to succeed in doing that, Kendra would be doing the show by herself because I wouldn't be here.
Y'all don't want that. No, 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 no. Y'all do not want to leave me unsupervised. I'm just letting y'all know. Y'all don't want that.
And in realness, there are a lot of things that we're being blessed on that people would not be here today. And
Absolutely.
so you matter, you are beautiful, you are blessed, and most importantly, you are the person that can help get you to the next place and beyond. But we want you to believe it in yourself because if you're able to believe it in yourself, no matter where you are today, that season will go through somewhere else tomorrow. So you want to be able to say, hey, we are going to make it to the next period and beyond. So let's get ready to wrap up. Kendra got more Christmas gifts. She said she's gonna return something. I don't think she's gonna return that, y'all.
Y'all must not know me. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I will take it back and get my coins. Yes, I will. But let me go ahead and wrap it up. This has been the dopest hour and 11 minutes and 54 seconds of your week. Let me say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. This has been the dopest year. We have grown so much, evolved so much, and we are excited for what 2023 has to bring. So as we take the next week or so off to enjoy our family, you guys do the same. If you need us, we are here. If not, go Ravens. I hope the Cowboys lose. I will see y'all in 2023. Same shenanigans. We are beyond the airways with T. Wright and Kendra. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas, everybody.